Welcome to the No Views News. This program was created on Tuesday, September 14th, at 3:25 a.m. Pacific Daylight Time, by Zeno Reader. There are 668 headlines from 106 feeds we check to build this automated report. Welcome to No Views, daily automated podcast news. The headlines in this super unknown daily news summary do not imply fact-checking or endorsement of ideas. The first headlines are from the current most popular news site, Yahoo News, with 175 million estimated monthly unique visitors. 5-minute back and butt workout with lit method. Smell my hair, hundreds of protesters greet Biden in Idaho. A 22-year-old woman who documented her cross-country road trip on YouTube has been reported missing after her FANC returned without her. More bad news for GOP in California recall, with Trump claiming election rigged. California ski resort changes name to remove offensive word. California recall GOP frontrunner Larry Elder declined to commit to accepting election results. Tucker Carlson admits, I lie if I'm really cornered or something. Women charged after yelling at kids for kicking their seats during flight, police. QB King out for number 7A&M after surgery to repair broken leg. Missing actress Tanya Fear found in Los Angeles. The next headlines are from the second most popular news website at this time, with 150 million unique monthly visitors, Google News. Blinken lays blame on Trump as he defends messy withdrawal from Afghanistan, Politico. Met Gala 2021 red carpet, see all celebrity dresses, outfits and looks here, Vogue. USC Trojans, seeking change in leadership, fire head football coach Clay Helton, ESPN. SpaceX is about to send its first crew of private citizens to space, The Verge. R. Kelly sexually abused Aaliyah when she was 13 or 14, witness says, The New York Times. Tropical storm Nicholas could cause up to 20 inches of rain in Gulf Coast, NBC News. Hoax hits Litecoin while Cardano takes aim at bigger cryptos, Investors Business Daily. Scientists want to resurrect the woolly mammoth. They just got $15 million to make it happen, CNN. Jameis Winston says the best play he made was a ball he threw away, Insider. Lumpy tumor shown on facial reconstruction of Neanderthal who lived on drowned land, Livesions.com. The following headlines are from the third most popular news website, with 110 million unique monthly visitors, The Huffington Post. QAnon followers threaten hospital after outspoken COVID denier dies of COVID. Apple releases emergency update to fix security vulnerability. Joe Manchin thinks parents should have to work for child tax credit. Jane Doe testifies that she walked in on R. Kelly performing oral sex on Aaliyah. Fox News anchor whoops out after restaurant requests photo ID with vaccine card. Olivia Wilde's teaser for Don't Worry Darling shows Harry Styles being steamy AF. Florida Governor Ron DeSantis says he'll punish cities for requiring vaccines. How to get the runway trend that's stripping in luxury, but for way less. Watch, Sue Bird shows even a legend can get faked out of her shoes. Former Trump aide says January 6th text message from Melania Trump broke her. The next headlines are from the fourth most popular news website, with 95 million estimated unique monthly visitors, CNN. Texas women going online for abortion bills. Coast Guard stops over 80 migrants off Keys. Odor investigated after apparent explosion. First grader critical after accident. Possible explosive device recovered from lake. Community pays respect to fallen Marine. GOP leaders at Nebraska steak fry. Man found unresponsive in silo pronounced dead following efforts. Girl falls off SUV, hospitalized. Deputies, man sprayed sleeping child with bleach. The next headlines are from the fifth most popular news website at this time, with 70 million estimated unique monthly visitors, The New York Times. Economy updates, Biden to name privacy expert to FTC. Texas braces for heavy rains from tropical storm Nicholas. New York City schools reopening brings joy and anxiety. Live updates, the Met Gala arrivals have begun. A million Afghan children could die in most perilous hour, UN warns. Richard Powers speaks for the trees. Their crisis is our problem, Washington grapples with Idaho COVID cases. R. Kelly sexually abused Aaliyah when she was 13 or 14, witness says. Curtains up, how Broadway is coming back from its longest shutdown. COVID isn't finished messing with politics. The following headlines are from the 6th most popular news website, with an estimated 65 million monthly unique visitors, Fox News. Judge, Sanchez rally Yanks from 5-run deficit over Twins 6-5. Megan Fox says viral naked dress was boyfriend Machine Gun Kelly's idea, whatever you say, daddy. GOP congressman erupts at Blinken during Afghanistan hearing, we don't need to hear lies. USC fires Clay Helton 2 games into 2021 college football season. Prince Andrews, Virginia Roberts Giuffre's attorneys spar in court over legitimacy of papers served in UK. Jeff Bridges lymphoma in remission, says COVID bout made cancer fight look like a piece of cake. Lions Jeff Okuda suffers season-ending Achilles injury. Browns Treader calls for discipline against KC assistant. Lions have a long list of fixes before facing Packers. Texas A&M's Haynes King needed surgery after suffering crack in lower leg, Jimbo Fisher says. You are hearing today's top news headlines and more. Today is Tuesday, September 14th. The next headlines are from the 7th most popular news website, with 63 million estimated monthly unique visitors, CBS News. Baseball report, Max Scherzer's continued dominance helps Dodgers keep pace. Amanda Klutz and Akbar Bajabianila on CBS The Talk, nobody else is doing this. Daisy Haggard on being Back to Life's creator, co-writer and star, it's a huge privilege. Leslie Odom Jr., announced as host for the Tony Awards present, Broadway's Back, on CBS and Paramount+. Cheryl Underwood and Jerry O'Connell on the new season of The Talk, it's been amazing, such a family atmosphere. Dr. Phil reflects on 20 seasons ahead of latest premiere, so inspiring to me to see how people fight back, make real changes in their lives. The next headlines are from the 8th most popular news website, with an estimated 53 million monthly unique visitors, Mail Online, The Daily Mail. Nicki Minaj has COVID-19, forced to Missoula MTV VMAs but rails against Met Gala's vaccination rule. Premier League to tell football fans to stay away unless they have been fully vaccinated. Boris Johnson's mother Charlotte Johnson-Wohl dies suddenly and peacefully at the age of 79. Patrick Marmion reviews the Back to the Future stage show. Indiana 9/11 parade float featuring Twin Towers and billowing smoke sparks backlash. Queen Mother statue in Poundbury Village causes traffic chaos. XR protester, 60, who blocked roads outside Parliament is spared jail. These brave Afghans have been forced to flee to Pakistan, Richard Pendlebury reveals. Can a line in the sand be drawn under Hollywood's desert disasters, writes Tom Leonard. Met Gala madness, stars get ready for fashion's biggest night in NYC. The following headlines are from the 9th most popular news website, with an estimated 47 million monthly unique visitors, The Washington Post. This is The Washington Post World News Feed. In India, Carrie push is for Modi to set net zero goals. For Biden and the United States, 9/11 anniversary offers a grim symmetry. After 16 years, Germany's Merkel is stepping down. Here's how her legacy was built. As most students return to classrooms, schools in some countries have been shuttered for 18 months straight. A wildfire in Spain is uprooting villages, razing forests, and raising concerns about climate change. North Korea says it has tested a new long-range cruise missile. After Emma Raducanu wins the US Open, Britain, China and Romania all want to claim her. Who is Maxime Bernier, the far-right politician compared to Trump could help Trudeau in Canada's election? UN donors pledge more than $1 billion for Afghanistan amid warning of collapse. With rockets and rhetoric, Hamas seeks to leverage Palestinian prisoner escape. The next headlines are from the 10th most popular news website, which has an estimated 42 million monthly unique visitors, The Guardian. This is The Guardian's US news feed. It's not a Democrat or a Republican thing. Biden emphasizes need to address climate crisis, live. Prince Andrew not properly served with lawsuit, lawyers argue. COVID live, UK and EU urge to stop blocking vaccine patent waiver, sudden and severe wave in Syria's Idlib. Capitol Police arrest man with knives in his truck near Democratic Party headquarters. Andros Townsend screamer helps Everton to comeback win over Burnley. Israeli spyware firm targeted Apple devices via iMessage, researchers say. Left-leaning coalition predicted to win Norwegian parliamentary vote. Chelsea begin Champions League defense with freedom and focus. David Heitner. Lakewood Review, Naomi Watts school shooting thriller falls short. Taliban takeover of Afghanistan will reshape Middle East, official warns. The following headlines are from the 12th most popular news website, with an estimated 36 million monthly unique visitors, ABC News. First trial in college admission scandal gets underway. COVID-19 live updates, over 243,000 kids test positive in 1 week. Watch, firefighters walk up 110 flights to honor those killed on 9/11. Tropical storm Nicholas closes in on Texas, school canceled in Houston. School vaccine campaigns targeting students face blowback. Blinken pushes back on GOP criticism of Afghan withdrawal. Putin watches huge display of firepower during Russian war games. Walmart quashes cryptocurrency partnership claim. Live, ABC News Live. Biden to survey California fire damage as he urges action on climate change. The next headlines are from the 13th most popular news website, with an estimated 35 million monthly unique visitors, the BBC News. Mega pot of feeding humpback whales so special. Afghan women hit back at Taliban with Don't Touch My Clothes campaign. Naftali Bennett makes first visit to Egypt by an Israeli PM in a decade. Man arrested with bayonet and machete near U.S. Capitol. Afghanistan, more than $1 billion pledged for Afghanistan. Fake Walmart news release claimed it would accept cryptocurrency. Iran, Italy investigates kidnap of cable car crash survivor. Afghanistan crisis, Taliban kill civilians in resistance stronghold. French slave statue defaced in apparent racist attack. Nigeria jailbreak in Cuba, prisoners on the run after armed raid. The following headlines are from the 14th most popular news website, with an estimated 34 million monthly unique visitors, USA Today. Company seeks to resurrect the woolly mammoth, return extinct animal to the Arctic. No need for booster shots, some experts say. Florida's DeSantis threatens fines for requiring vaccinations. COVID-19 updates. Life-threatening floods possible, Texas braces for up to 2 feet of rain ahead of tropical storm Nicholas. Parents mixed on the first day of school in NYC. Pelosi leads remembrance at Capitol for September 11th. NYC enforcing proof of acts for indoor activities. Pentagon, measles still halting Afghan flights. NYC employees return to offices. AP top stories September 13th p. Biden gets wildfire briefing in Idaho. The next headlines are from the 15th most popular news website, with an estimated 35.5 million monthly unique visitors, the LA Times. Did you have issues voting in person for the California recall election? Protesters disrupt celebration of LA City Hall's new Civil Rights Department. Biden to confront the issue of wildfire danger during California trip. Biden to stump for Newsom as California recall candidates make last push. Police search for attacker after people are stabbed in mid-city, including a female jogger. Wildfires rage in Sequoia National Park and Forest, sending flames into grove of giant trees. Can California avoid another COVID-19 surge? Britain offers a sober warning. Stumping for Larry Elder, Rose McGowan drums up recall drama by bashing Newsom family. Biden will visit Long Beach tonight, expect road closures and delays. Retiring its racist name, historic Squaw Valley Resort will become Palisades Tahoe. We hope you are enjoying this news podcast. Today is Tuesday, September 14th, 2021. You just heard from the top 15 most popular news websites in the world. More from other news sources is up next. Next, Reddit World News. Reddit is a user collective which claims over 430 million active users per month, and these are the top voted stories today. Israeli anti-vax leader dies of COVID-19. Afghan women are sharing photos of dresses to protest the Taliban's black hijab mandate. It's not right, Trudeau vows to criminalize blocking access to hospitals amid protests. Facebook shields millions of VIP users from standard moderation protocols, per report. Sony is nickel and diming PlayStation 5 owners on upgrades for games they already own. Meat accounts for nearly 60% of all greenhouse gases from food production, study finds meat industry. Chinese government cracking down on K-pop fandom. India, Bihar, girl students go on rampage after being asked to wear burqa in campus. Uber must employ its drivers, Dutch court rules. Scientists race to preserve crucial climate records in glacier ice before they melt away. Firm raises $15M to bring back woolly mammoth from extinction. Hyperbaric oxygen therapy reverses hallmarks of Alzheimer's disease and dementia. Catastrophic supervolcano eruption much more likely than previously thought, scientists warn. Ford stops making cars in India, the third U.S. vehicle maker to exit. Attackers blow up Nigerian prison fence, free 266 inmates. The next headlines are from Forbes. U.S. Open finalists Emma Raducanu, Leila Fernandez shoot up WTA rankings after captivating runs. Here are the states where school mask mandate bans have been struck down in court, at least for now. Los Angeles Police Department employees sue city as police across U.S. rally against COVID vaccine mandates. Quality and versatility the key for New England women's coach Serena Wiegman. Rampage ratings. Rampage keeps falling, down 13% in 18-49 viewership. How to trade Nike as shares slump on COVID facility closures in Vietnam. Texas abortion ban. Here's where the lawsuits against it currently stand as court blocks challenges against Planned Parenthood. Top Democrats raise alarm bells about potential violence at September 18th Justice for J 6 feet rally. Cleveland Browns lesson learned, to win the game, finish the game. Music streaming subscriptions surpass 80 million amid streaming boom, RIAA reports. The next headlines are from Nature.com. Edmund Fisher, 1922-2021. Virus-induced senescence is driver and therapeutic target in COVID-19. Preprint advocates must also fight for research integrity. Springboard to Science, the institutions that shaped Black researchers' careers. Women less likely to win major research awards. Marauding elephants, menacing macaques and Epicurean bears. Swedish research misconduct agency swamped with cases in first year. Breathing the sweetest biofuels in the business. Multi-component alkene azido aerylation by anion-mediated dual catalysis. The World Population Update. Currently, we are increasing by over 220,000 people a day, expecting to reach 8 billion in 2023. At the time this report was generated, the population was estimated to be 7,731,404,897 humans. Worldometers.info says there are 195 countries at this time and, of those, the top 10 with the largest populations are, in order, China, India, the United States, Indonesia, Pakistan, Brazil, Nigeria, Bangladesh, Russia, and then Mexico. The next headlines are from Variety. Hollywood power lawyers Matthew Johnson, T.J. Shapiro, Gregory Slewitt, Terry Cole to form new firm. Howard Stern slams Joe Rogan for taking ivermectin and SH-head anti-vaxxers. Baby Shark movie swims to theaters for limited big screen run. Music industry moves, Republic launches Imperial music label, A2M and Clio Awards open submissions. Hollywood Chamber of Commerce begins search for new CEO as Rana Gadban exits. Detective Chinatown 3 feet after Janine Chang sparks Taiwan-China dispute over 11-year-old academic paper. The Batman spin-off series about Penguin in early development at HBO Max. Westbrook taps Janet Dargy as head of documentaries exclusive. New York Comic Con 2021 TV panel schedule. Film critics say Dune should be seen on the big screen. Here's why Warner Brothers still plans to debut the movie simultaneously on HBO Max. The following headlines are from NPR, National Public Radio. Cops was cancelled amid protests of police violence. Fox is bringing it back. Blinken pushes back on GOP criticism of the U.S. withdrawal from Afghanistan. The U.S. Capitol Police will reinstall fencing ahead of a far-right rally. 2 weeks after Hurricane Ida, tens of thousands in Louisiana are still without power. 1 million kids head back to school in New York City as vaccine rules take effect. A woman of color will lead Emily's List for the first time. Gymnasts Biles and Raceman will testify about the FBI's handling of Larry Nassar case. It's back to school season in NYC. Here's how 3 moms are handling it. A man died after being turned away from 43 intensive care units at capacity due to COVID, family says. Biden ended contracts with private prisons, so one may turn to house immigrants. The following headlines are from The Week. Female voters could be the ones to keep Gavin Newsom afloat. 57% of vaccinated COVID-19 patients hospitalized in first half of 2021 had mild or asymptomatic infections, study finds. 58% of Americans support Biden's new vaccine mandates, despite massive partisan gap. Afghanistan not at the top of U.S. terror threat list, National Intelligence Director says. Car rental headaches are expected to stretch into 2022 or beyond. Jeff Bridges says battling COVID-19 made my cancer look like a piece of cake. Trump fires back at Bush after domestic terrorism reference in 9/11 speech. Capitol Police seem much better prepared for September 18 D.C. rally than they were before January 6, says Schumer. The Supreme Court is delusional. Facebook reportedly has a secret elite of users who can violate its rules without any consequences. The following headlines are from the Texas Observer. On the coronavirus, laws, and my mom's tacos. The next headlines are from Universe Today. A new way to search for exomoons. There's now a gas station in space. The Milky Way hasn't been evenly mixed. Researchers create the most powerful magnet ever made on Earth, 20 Teslas. These are the news headlines for today, Tuesday, September 14th. This podcast is produced only in English at this time. As of 2020, the Ethnologue reference lists 7,117 different human languages, with English being the third most common, after Mandarin Chinese and Spanish. The following headlines are from earthsky.org. Mercury greatest elongation September 14th, best for S hemisphere. Cassiopeia the Queen ascends in September. Dogbone asteroid Cleopatra makes a fetching portrait. Neptune at opposition September 14, 2021. The next news is from Politico. Washington's judgment on tech giants already written, top Lina Khan-A tells Israeli newspaper. Measles concerns may delay Afghan resettlement by weeks. New COVID battle for DeSantis, cracking down on cities and counties that require vaccines. Biden's workplace vaccine mandate faces headwinds. Blinken lays blame on Trump as he defends messy withdrawal from Afghanistan. Democrats put tax hikes on fast track, after knocking GOP's haste on tax cuts. Biden starts clemency process for inmates released due to COVID conditions. Dems bet their political chips on party-line immigration reform. Capitol Police arrest man with knives outside of DNC headquarters. Homeland Security Chief of Staff abruptly resigns. The next headlines are from the Sydney Morning Herald in Australia. Riding the Chinese dragon proving to be a dangerous game for investors. Race-by-race preview and tips for Turi on Tuesday. Could happen to anyone, Perth mother couldn't walk, speak after drink spiking incident. Revenge, ex-wife takes frozen bodies, brains from Moscow cryogenic site. China set to demand breakup of jackpot fintech giant Alipay. Strike of the season contender headlines Everton's EPL goal rush. Student has life-saving scammed in elaborate federal police con. Prince Andrew hires Armie Hammer's lawyer to contest baseless, non-viable U.S. lawsuit. Large brawl in Brisbane South lands 3 in hospital. ASX set to slip despite late rally ending Wall Street's losing streak. The next headlines are from MarketWatch. IPO report, fitness company lifetime to go public again. Herbalife stock drops after outlook cut due to low distributor activity. The Moneyest, I just don't trust my sister, how do I gift money to my nieces without their mother having access to it? Next Avenue, millions of older Americans live on the economic edge, evictions will send them into homelessness. The Moneyest, I received a 30% pay raise, but my girlfriend is struggling financially, I would like to treat myself to a new car, should I buy it? You can claim spousal social security benefits even if you're divorced, here's how. Biden to nominate 3 Democratic regulators to serve on CFTC. How this woman went from 6 figures in debt and unemployed to financial independence. The Wall Street Journal, Facebook documents reveal that elite users aren't bound by the rules. Personal Finance Daily, bidding wars for homes falls to lowest level since 2020, and when can kids under 12 get a COVID-19 vaccine? Next, the top stories about patents and inventions. Australia has finally backed a plan to let developing counter, MENAFNCOM. Skincare for our climate, Fox 31 Denver. 2021 Collegiate Inventors Competition finalists show Future of American Innovation, gisusser.com. Science, the unlikely frontier for new business ideas, Harvard Business School working knowledge. Russia, Turkey and United Arab Emirates, the intelligence services organize and investigate, Israel defense. IP Times Law, August 2021 issue, Intellectual Property, India, Mondak News alerts. Passage of new bill can help millions, including Indians, get green card in U.S. by paying supplemental fee, CNBC TV 18. A new patent frontier, the coming of age of CRNA therapeutics, IPWatchdog.com. Ownership of inventions by former employers, lessons after BioRad v ITC, MarketScreener.com. Ownership of inventions by former employers, lessons after BioRad v ITC, Intellectual Property, United States, Mondak News alerts. The next headlines are from Quartz. What the Delta variant is doing to the U.S. restaurant industry. Microsoft may have found the answer to the "You're on mute" problem. It's especially important to get your holiday shopping done early this year. What are critical minerals? Why America doesn't have enough aluminum cans. U.S. Open winner Raducanu's career earnings soared in one weekend. The COVID spike in highly vaccinated Israel holds grim omens for other economies. How cities are preparing for more extreme weather. Nigeria's central bank denies it's threatening to seize dollar accounts. South Africa is testing central bank digital currencies. The following headlines are from Tech Dirt. Court, just because an anonymous Yelp reviewer is mean, doesn't mean you get to unmask the reviewer. Officer claims sheriff's office told him to play copyrighted music to shut down citizens' recordings. Florida presents its laughable appeal for its unconstitutional social media content moderation law. Daily Deal, the complete 2021 Learn Linux bundle. Malwarebytes conclusion shows Section 230's best feature, killing dumb cases before they waste everyone's time and money. COVID drove a big jump in community broadband networks. Gao's second report on facial recognition tech provides more details on federal use of Clearview's unvetted AI. We are now about 1/3 of the way through this daily news headlines podcast, a free service. Here, next, are the top trending keywords in Google web searches for today, a different window on world events. FedEx. GM. Social Security. Larry Elder. Fidelity. Outlook. LinkedIn. Dictionary. Hawkeye. Zoom. The next headlines are from RT, the first Russian news station in English. Pentagon insists Kabul drone strike that killed children and aid worker was about preventing imminent attack. Post-riot fence to return to U.S. Capitol ahead of weekend rally for January 6 prisoners. Record-breaking bloody hunt in Denmark's Faroe Islands slaughters almost 1,500 dolphins, graphic videos, photos. Israeli spy tech firm exploited vulnerability on all iPhone devices to implant Pegasus malware, report. Go FK yourself, Howard Stern tells anti-vax success heads to die at home, attacks Joe Rogan over COVID-19 treatment. Watch, man viciously kicks woman down NYC subway escalator, sending her plummeting backwards. Cuban researchers say no scientific evidence for U.S. Havana syndrome claims. Hate is so toxic, Zach Wilson's mom targeted by trolls after son's opening day NFL debut loss for New York Jets. Single shot of Sputnik V effective against COVID hospitalization and deaths among elderly, Argentine study published by The Lancet. Most Americans say Biden's vaccine mandates for companies set bad precedent, poll. The next headlines are from Zero Hedge. Justice Barrett, Supreme Court not comprised of a bunch of partisan hacks. Kolinovic says time to reduce tech just as hedge funds finally cover their NASDAQ puts. Capitol fencing to go back up ahead of September 18 Justice for J6 rally. Fox agrees to buy TMZ in latest major media deal. Top UPS exec warns supply chain disarray will leave permanent scar. Bubble wrapping history, the National Archives moves to reimagine the founding. Trump slams Bush's 9/11 speech, man responsible for death of perhaps millions of people shouldn't lecture anybody. Last-minute panic bid saves stocks from longest losing streak in 19 months. Uranium stocks explode as Wall Street bets goes nuclear. Goldman sounds red alert over the debt ceiling, upcoming deadline looks as risky as the 2011 debt limit fight. The following headlines are from Al Jazeera, Middle East News. Prince Andrew rejects sexual abuse accuser's lawsuit, lawyer. Apple fixes flaw exploited by Israeli firm's Pegasus spyware. Canada's Trudeau pledges to crack down on hospital protests. Norway's opposition Labour Party set for election win. Is China undergoing a new cultural revolution? Lebanon's Hezbollah says Iranian fuel oil to arrive this week. U.S. Justice Depth adopts changes to police department monitoring. Environmental defenders killed in record numbers in 2020, report. U.S. reliance on defense contractors led to mission failures, study. Canada election, deepening housing crisis looms large for voters. The next headlines are from Breitbart. Fences surrounding Capitol will temporarily return before September 18 rally. Christian pastors urge congregants to vote for Larry Elder in recall election, vote their biblical worldview. Fact check, Secretary of State Antony Blinken claimed Trump admin did not leave an Afghanistan withdrawal plan. Donald Trump smacks George W. Bush's 9/11 comments down. Ron DeSantis, local government mandating vaccine for employees face $5,000 fine per infraction. Secretary Blinken, about 100 Americans in Afghanistan remain hostage to Taliban. United Nations, Joe Biden's deadly withdrawal could leave 1 million Afghan children to die. Blinken still wants Taliban to have inclusive and representative government. Exclusively Habib, Anthony Fauci trying to shame people into submission, make their lives miserable. Take Back Our Power, Netflix releases trailer for Kaepernick's Colin in black and white. The next headlines are from UPI News. Clerk's mistake leads Maryland man to $100,000 lottery jackpot. 2 African servals escape from pet store owner's barn in Alabama. Watch, large snake rescued after slithering into New York storm drain. Watch, man uses hands to move 114 ounces of water in 30 seconds for world record. Watch, Colorado man's couch becomes hangout spot for local bear. Watch, dog steals ball during cricket match in Ireland. 2 million people sought for Maori language moment world record attempt. Watch, fans catch falling cat in U.S. flag at the University of Miami football game. The next headlines are from Odd, Strange and Bizarre Things. 21 tragic selfie accidents, all of them fatal. The following headlines are from Earth Files, updates on Earth and astronomical mysteries. 99% of military UFO sightings are never divulged to the public, RET U.S. Navy Commander, USS Enterprise, CVN-65. The following headlines are from GoodNewsNetwork.org. From cheeky bears to goofy gophers, see the fun finalists of the Comedy Wildlife Photo Awards. The greatest technological hurdle to making nuclear fusion possible, the magnet, surpassed all expectations. Huge field gets planted with more than 100,000 sunflowers, to read the word hope. Mexico leads way for 7 U.S. states to cooperate in sharing water amid 22-year drought. Mod's rippled forewings are actually a sophisticated defense system against echolocation. You're tuned to No Views, daily automated podcast news. This is a report for Tuesday, September 14th. Thank you for listening. The next headlines are from Reddit Offbeat News. Texas GOP website down after anonymous hack and replaced by Planned Parenthood fundraiser. Man accused of breaking into home, stealing pooper scooper. Anti-vaxxer Turks protest Bill Gates at Istanbul rally. Researchers are toilet training cows to reduce ammonia emissions caused by their waste. British Army major sentenced for theft of tanks from Brussels Army Museum. Mount man wins $65K after being fired for refusing to be fingerprinted due to Christian faith. Pro-Trump rally plans for 10K attendees, only gets 300. Alaska Airlines banned her for refusing to wear a mask. Now State Senator Laura Reinbold cannot reach the Capitol to vote. The Taliban are lying, France's foreign minister says. The next headlines are from a site called The Next Web. NBA 2K22 Last Gen Review, improvements abound, but I still feel left out. Scientists want to cure elephant herpes so woolly mammoths can stop climate change. Can the UK lead the world in smart EV charging? Protect your data online by getting Optery to purge all that information from across the web. SpaceX's latest mission brings off-Earth tourism closer to reality. Tesla's full self-driving Beta 10 is here, but that's not as cool as it sounds. Data science students don't know a lot about ethics, and that's a problem. Apple, replace the touch bar with touch keys and thank me later. WhatsApp's upcoming transcribe feature lets you read voice notes. Forget networking, just connect with people you find interesting. The following headlines are from Science Daily. Scientists claim that overeating is not the primary cause of obesity. Affordable housing in outer space, scientists develop cosmic concrete from space dust and astronaut blood. New method enables 3D microscopy of human organs. Quantum materials cut closer than ever. Engineers grow pancreatic organoids that mimic the real thing. Socioeconomic status of children can influence microorganisms in their digestive tract. Astronomers spot the same supernova 3 times and predict a 4th sighting in 16 years. This is a reading of news headlines. This broadcast was created on Tuesday, September 14th from over 100 sources to give you a bigger picture of the news. The next headlines are from NASA News. NASA awards regional architect, engineering services contracts. The next headlines are from the Salt Lake Tribune. Salt Lake City police investigating physical fight involving rifle at SLC Regional Athletic Complex on Saturday, no arrests made. For Bayou football fans, a win over Utah marks the end of rivalry losing streak and a decade of pain. Kyle Whittingham would have bet my house the Utes would win the line of scrimmage versus Bayou. They didn't, for different reasons. Another 16 people are added to Utah's COVID-19 death toll. The last time Bayou and Arizona State met, Kalani Sitake was a sophomore fullback. Can he get another win against the ranked Sun Devils? Bagley cartoon, The Liars Club. Fall is just around the corner in Utah. Look for it next week. Utah sees its first 2 schools hit state-designated level for a COVID outbreak this fall. Salt Lake City looks to shade trees to mitigate its urban heat island effect. High School Musical series renewed for Season 3, but it won't be coming back to Utah. The next headlines are from Slashdot, tech news for nerds. Intuit confirms $12 billion deal to buy MailChimp. Facebook unveils Super PAC, a new compression technique. The IT talent gap is still growing. Apple patches a NSO zero-day flaw affecting all devices. Firm raises $15 million to bring back woolly mammoth from extinction. Brazil's president bans social networks from removing some posts. Inside the shadowy world of disinformation for hire in Kenya. Technology giant Olympus hit by black matter ransomware. Biden to tap privacy hawk for FTC post. Epic files appeal after loss to Apple and App Store case. The next headlines are from Fox St. Louis. Fox Theater requiring proof of vaccination or negative test. Illinois to provide 3 months of child care assistance for parents looking for work. Southwest Missouri businesses encouraged to display vaccination rates. Washington University condemns student in viral video removing 9/11 flags. 18 months of the COVID pandemic in 7 charts. Child tax credits, September payments go out soon. What to do if you don't get one? COVID vaccine requirements start at many St. Louis performing arts venues today. Tense hostage situation in standoff ends peacefully after shooting near Arnold. Average gas price rises 2 cents to $3.25 a gallon. New Capitol rally will attempt to rewrite January 6 attack. These are the current headlines from the world's most interesting news websites. Thank you for listening. The next headlines are from Fox San Diego. 4 Grossmont Union High School students detained, released after protest, school official says. UC San Diego ranks among top 10 public universities in the U.S. Out west, Biden points to wildfires to push for big spending. Water main break causes closure of Pacific Highway downtown. Graphic video shows man kicking woman down NYC subway station escalator. $59 million cancer center opens at Scripps Mercy Hospital San Diego. Newsom, recall candidates make last push for votes before Election Day. 1 dead, 1 injured after car slams into guardrail. 21-year-old man dies in rollover crash. The following headlines are from Defense Blog. Israel Aerospace Industries to showcase armed ground robot at DSEI. Lithuanian company Ostara is making progress on hybrid electric buggy tech. Russia's Cold War T-62 tank still in service. The next headlines are from SupChina, top news about China. Beijing to require Ansalapay to spin off separate loan app. Casting good-looking but untalented celebrities is abnormal, China says. Chinese-Australian duo wins second doubles Grand Slam. This is the No Views, daily automated podcast news. Today, in the GMT time zone, is Tuesday, September 14, 2021. Now, more headlines. The next headlines are from KRON4 San Francisco. Small plane crash near Palo Alto Airport. Meat vending machine serves raw cuts, late-night snacks. Nursing home deaths in 2020 much higher than reported, study finds. 3 Vermont troopers resign amid probe of fake COVID-19 vaccine cards. Mu variant of COVID-19 detected in 49 states. Solar could power 40% of U.S. electricity by 2035, report says. Child tax credit, only 4 payments left, with 1 coming this week. Here are your chances of getting a breakthrough COVID-19 case. Massive dead alligator found hanging from dumpster shocks New Orleans residents. Cannabis use doubles heart attack risk among young adults, study finds. The next headlines are from the Daily Herald. Heat rising after Washington stumbles to 0-2 start. Colts defense starts flat in season opening loss to Seattle. Aurora team missing since Thursday. Detour ahead, road closures coming for Elgin drivers. With remodeling, new uses, company works to restore neighborhood's pride in historic Aurora Hospital. Cook County will hold first tax sale in 2 years in November. Resident rescued from burning house in Lyle. Barrington 220 leaders aim to build on pandemic's lessons to enhance in-person learning. 3 Dog Night to howl again at Genesee Theater in Waukegan. Mall owners giving public early look at Hawthorne 2.0 progress. The next alerts are from the Global Disaster Alerting and Coordination System, a cooperative effort from disaster managers worldwide. Green alert for Tropical Cyclone Nicholas 21, population affected by Category 1, 120 km per hour, wind speeds or higher is 0. Red alert for Tropical Cyclone Chanthu 21, population affected by Category 1, 120 km per hour, wind speeds or higher is 5.037 million. Green earthquake alert, magnitude 6.2 m, depth 193.38 km, in Argentina September 13, 2021, 5:18 UTC, about 11,000 people within 100 kilometers. Drought is ongoing in Argentina, Bolivia, Brazil, Paraguay. Drought is ongoing in United States. Drought is ongoing in Bosnia and Herzegovina, Croatia, Italy, Serbia. Drought is ongoing in Bhutan, China, India, Myanmar. Drought is ongoing in Kenya, Somalia, Tanzania. Drought is ongoing in Madagascar. Drought is ongoing in Brazil. You are hearing the No Views, daily automated podcast news. Today is Tuesday, September 14th in the Greenwich Mean Time zone. Headlines here were found today in news feeds from around the world, but we do focus on the USA, one of the world's current 195 countries. Now, more news. The next headlines are from ABC Houston. Houston area business closings and delays ahead of Tropical Storm Nicholas. Met Gala set to return with star power after pandemic delay. Power Wizard searches for the best electricity rates to save you time. Governor Abbott orders increased readiness ahead of Tropical Storm Nicholas. Harry Styles concert at Toyota Center postponed due to Tropical Storm Nicholas. City lowers Lake Houston levels ahead of Tropical Storm Nicholas. Tropical Storm Nicholas gains strength ahead of landfall this evening. Halo Ball, game-changing new sport takes basketball anywhere with floating hoop. Tropical Storm Nicholas, Houston area reporting roads with high water ahead of landfall. Tropical Storm Nicholas, Southeast Texas leaders urge no one out on the roads after sunset Monday. The following headlines are from China Post, top news about China, Taiwan and the world. Polis slams FDA, says Colorado ready for COVID-19 boosters. 2 nuclear plants save an energy plan set to go to Pritzker. George Wine, Newport Jazz Festival co-founder, dies at 95. Son of man killed by Georgia trooper seeks federal inquiry. Haiti ombudsman demands PM resignation amid slaying probe. Biden to speak in person to United Nations General Assembly. Militia leader gets 53 years in Minnesota mosque bombing. Online bets on NFL games seen surging as season begins. Latest, new highs for infections, COVID cases in Virginia. The following headlines are from The Gothamist. We need action, elected officials tour Rikers Island demanding decarceration. After driver fatally hits baby in stroller, elected officials demand more to stop reckless driving. Extra extra, step inside the Upper East Side duplex of your acid trip dreams. Inside the Met 2021 in America Costume Institute exhibit. New York lawmakers step up fight for reproductive rights. Photos, Bushwig 2021 makes a joyous return to NYC. How to stop basement apartments from becoming death traps during flash floods. Photographer's Icarus image captures fearless worker atop the Empire State Building in 1931. Early edition, it's nuts that squirrels have human-like personality traits. NYC public schools open doors to all students for first time since pandemic start. We hope you are enjoying this podcast. If you have a suggestion for a new RSS feed we should add, please leave it in a comment on our YouTube page. The next headlines are from globalissues.org. Raise retirement ages. $1 billion pledge a quantum leap in commitment to Afghanistan, UN chief. South Sudan, cash shortage triggers food suspensions for 100,000 displaced. IAEA strikes deal with Iran on monitoring of nuclear program. A milestone anniversary reiterates the culture of peace is a movement, not a revolution. The Islamic Emirate, led by an insurgent group, aims at capturing a coveted seat at the UN. Support Afghans in their most perilous hour, urges UN's Gooders. The next headlines are from blacklistednews.com. Study finds teenage boys 6 times more likely to suffer heart problems from vaccine than be hospitalized by COVID. Members of Congress and their staff are exempt from Biden's vaccine mandate. 20 years of government-sponsored tyranny, the rise of the security industrial complex from 9/11 to COVID-19. The following headlines are from Snopes, a fact-checking service. Did House Democrats block GOP from reading names of U.S. troops killed in Kabul? Did Biden order VA to withhold health benefits from unvaccinated veterans? Did The Simpsons predict the dating apps? Germantown seeks owner of baby ostrich found in local park. What we know about the cancer-detecting blood test. Oldest U.S. veteran of World War II celebrates his 112th birthday. School starts for 1 million NYC kids amid new vaccine rules. Was Emre Raducanu's goal at U.S. Open to win money to replace lost AirPods? Judge cancels Rod Stewart's trial, sets plea deal hearing. FBI releases newly declassified record on September 11th attacks. We are now about 2/3 of the way through today's news headlines. When everything is working, this feed will auto-update 3 times per day. Join us daily to stay informed. The next headlines are from the Daily Beast. Cops turn up heat on lawyer in wild South Carolina shooting saga. BJ Novak's A-list anthology series The Premise tackles celebrity worship and butt plugs. R. Kelly accuser says she saw him sexually assault Aaliyah, too. How Will and Kate celebrated her brother's super-secret wedding day. Paris Hilton stars of the Blondes Cabaret to close out New York Fashion Week. This van life couple went on a cross-country trip out west, only he came back. British Fox News wannabe loses its top star Andrew Neil just 3 months after launch. Howard Stern mocks Joe Rogan for taking horse-dew armor. Fugitive Chinese billionaire allied with Steve Bannon agrees to pay $539 million fine. The next headlines are from the New York Post. Sonia Morgan forced to take NYC townhouse off-market after 8 years without buyer. Vaccine mandate deepens divides and other commentary. Where to watch the Alpinist movie. Trump fires back at Blinken bid to blame him for Afghanistan fiasco. How Gen Z has drastically changed Anna Wintour's 2021 Met Gala. The following headlines are from astronomy.com. Ask Astro I, does Planet 9 have enough mass to be a black hole? SpaceX Inspiration 4 mission will send 4 people with minimal training into orbit. You're tuned to the No Views, daily automated podcast news. If you are hearing this, you found something super unknown. Congratulations. Now back to the headlines. The next science headlines are from CBS News. States take aim at ubiquitous and false recycling symbol. 12-year-old on soaring through college, I just grasp information quickly. CDC says unvaccinated people 11 times more likely to die from COVID-19. New York bans sale of all gas-powered cars by 2035. Scientists build satellite to monitor methane leaks that contribute to global warming. Gottlieb says vaccines could be approved for kids 5-11 by end of October. Second murder hornet nest of year destroyed in U.S., third located. Historic drought impacting Colorado River Basin. Dr. David August answers questions about new COVID mutation and vaccines. The next headlines are from the New York Daily News. Schumer praises very well-prepared Capitol Police ahead of weekend pro-Trump rally. Biden points to year-round Western wildfires to promote infrastructure package. Charlotte Johnson Wall, mother of UK Prime Minister Boris Johnson, dies at age 79. Governor Hochul pushes back on Texas anti-abortion law, moves to bolster right to choose in NICE. Parole board votes to commute sentence of death row inmate Julius Jones. State Dep's top chief defends Afghanistan withdrawal under fierce grilling by GOP lawmakers. Family of 6 dies after Nova Scotia camper trailer fire. Explosion in Florida casino injures more than 20 people, including customers, during maintenance work. Colombian nationals used narco submarines to smuggle cocaine, Department of Justice says. Man who spent 15 years on death row before being exonerated, now dies of COVID. The following headlines are from military.com. Army plan to delay moves for thousands of soldiers, families during holidays, but changes order. National Guard stepping up to fill school bus shortage. Study, Pentagon reliance on contractors hurt U.S. in 9/11 wars. Israel hits Hamas targets as Gaza militants fire rockets. After 71 years, Korean War vet will finally be laid to rest. Israeli firm unveils armed robot to patrol volatile borders. Marine's body returned to Indiana hometown with procession. North Korea says it tested new long-range cruise missiles. The next headlines are from the Chicago Tribune. Group seeking to buy Arlington International.mp4 horse racing there says seller's casino interest could stymie its bid and open door for others, including the Bears. Column, amid ivermectin hysteria, QAnon supporter Veronica Volsky died of COVID-19, but conspiracies helped kill her. At least 64 people were shot, 7 of them fatally, in weekend gun violence in Chicago. 9 juveniles were among the wounded, police said. Man charged with first-degree murder, 3 counts of attempted murder in connection with fatal expressway shooting in April. Illinois Senate approves energy overhaul with $700 million in nuclear plant subsidies and ambitious clean energy goals. Illinois anti-government militia leader to be sentenced in Minnesota mosque bombing. Veronica Volsky, woman at the center of ivermectin firestorm, dies of pneumonia due to COVID-19. Dancer testifies she walked in on R. Kelly and an underage Aaliyah in midst of sex act. Shooting on Aberdeen. Boil water order issued, 16 schools revert to remote learning amid E. coli outbreak in Plainfield. The following headlines are from phys.org. Bioscience firm claims will bring back extinct woolly mammoth. Jet stream changes could amplify weather extremes by 2060s. Public will pay over $500 million a year for hurricane forecast improvements, study finds. Elephant project recordings evoke the rainforest. Researchers design sensors to rapidly detect plant hormones. Under the scanner, scientists unravel the inner workings of DNA repair enzymes. Explainer: 4 will circle Earth on first SpaceX private flight. By confining the transport of electrons and ions, scientists show they can alter material properties. Bluefin tuna reveal global ocean patterns of mercury pollution. Researchers develop new tool for analyzing large superconducting circuits. Thank you for listening and for staying informed. This audio was produced today, Tuesday, September 14th, in the GMT time zone. The next headlines are from Discover magazine. How extreme heat can kill. What scientists know about wildfire smoke and its impact on wild animal health. Human noise is flooding the sea's natural soundscape. The next headlines are from the Seattle Times. Betis scores late to end winless streak in Spanish League. Oregon freshman linebacker Justin Flo out indefinitely. Biden comes to California to help Newsom fight off recall. Fox News revives long-running cops show for its website. Preds Arena latest in NHL to require test or vaccination. Missing law firm money is fourth investigation into murders. Lawyer for Prince Andrew vows he'll fight baseless lawsuit. Cowboys get R.G. Martin back as D.E. Gregory joins COVID-19 list. QB controversy at Utah, Bennett shines as Daniels' replacement. The following headlines are from MercuryNews.com. NFC West stock report, is this the NFL's strongest division after Week 1? Palo Alto, plane crashes into marsh after hitting power lines near airport. Another San Jose school district sued over track coach's alleged sexual abuse. COVID, more island destinations added to CDC's very high travel risk list, Australia moves up. 49ers Mostert heading for knee surgery after cartilage injury, Vera torn ACL confirmed. Nicholas gathers strength, takes aim at Texas. Apple says it has fixed newly discovered iPhone vulnerability. Vote now, Bay Area News Group Girls Athlete of the Week. Heart patient dies after 43 hospitals don't have room for him. Boston jogger dies after falling from derelict stairway. The next headlines are from the Washington Times. Democrats maneuver behind the scenes to secure amnesty provisions in Biden's $3.5 trillion spending bill. Hurricane Nicholas makes landfall on the Texas coast. Biden warns Donald Trump is on California recall ballot. Joe Biden pitches massive spending packages during tour of wildfire damage. Merrick Garland unveils new rules on federal oversight of local police agencies. AOC wears tax the rich dress to ritzy Met Gala. Model minority, Los Angeles Times takes another racially charged shot at Larry Elder. Brian Mast, leaked Biden call shows manipulation of Taliban intel. Airline industry pushes back on Anthony Fauci, proposed air travel vaccine mandate. Stanford professor slam targeting of Chinese researchers by Justice Department. The next headlines are from The Intercept. Unusual progressive centrist alliance wins universal child care subsidy. This is No Views, daily automated podcast news. You are hearing headlines for Tuesday, September 14, 2021. Now more. The next headlines are from the Chicago Sun-Times. Menu planner, for an economical dinner, try Southwestern black bean salad. Man fatally shot in Fernwood. Horoscope for Tuesday, September 14, 2021. Man killed in Brainerd shooting. Protesters call for CPS to institute a remote learning option. Not a California man, GOP Gov hopeful documents Illinois residency, says claim of firm's West Coast HQ was marketing. Man fatally shot in far south side home. Plainfield lifts boil order following E. coli scare. Putrid NFC North might save Bears yet. Young Xavier Amos commits to Northern Illinois. The next headlines are from the Times of India. Putin to self-isolate due to COVID cases among inner circle. TMC trying to kill me, BJP-MP after bomb explosion outside home. Apple's important update for iPhone users. Geo book launch, what Geo's laptop may offer. Corona letter, why are COVID cases in Kit rising? BJP objects to Mamadov candidature for Bible. Most common COVID symptoms recorded after vaccination. Why PM said Aligarh will secure Indian borders. GST Council may consider folding fuel sales into its regime. Exciting cross pairings to look forward to. You are hearing today's news headlines. These headlines are for Tuesday, September 14, 2021. Now more. The next headlines are from the Houston Press. Kakalandia tickets on sale. Best of Houston 2021, Best Breakfast, Montrose. Things to do, John Cleary and the Absolute Monster Gentlemen at Continental Club. Best of Houston 2021, Best Seafood. Best of Houston 2021, Best Record Store. Best of Houston 2021, Chamber Orchestra. Texans doing their best to right the wrongs of previous seasons. Hidalgo asks folks to stay home ahead of Nicholas' heaviest rain. Improved rainfall forecast for Houston and Nicholas. No love on tour tonight at Toyota. The next headlines are about world records making news. A 28-year-old man with chronic pain set a world record by holding a board for more than 9 hours, OHIONLOSTime.com. World record holder Kaylee Hago eyes up medal at 2024 Paralympics, daily record. 28-year-old man with chronic pain sets world record by holding plank for over 9 hours, wife Greenville. 100-year-old woman from U.S. recognized by Guinness World Records as oldest woman competitive powerlifter, Malay male. Lisa set soloist world record for most views within 24 hours of release, Korea Jungang Daily. Irvine boxing twins secure kids world records age 7, Irvine Times. New Adidas running shoe breaks multiple world records to show Nike Vaporfly next %. Who's the boss? T3. Guinness World Record for modified Volvo FH electric truck, Australasian Transport News. Japan's tally of centenarians hits record 86,500, and women account for 88% of them, the Japan Times. Isle of Wight sailor on cusp of Guinness World Record, Isle of Wight County Press. The next headlines are from Gizmodo. Canon $6,000 EOS R3 is its most advanced full-frame mirrorless cam ever. Google is phasing out the Android Auto app, but the alternative is pretty good. The Matrix Resurrections Lana Wachowski says Neo and Trinity helped her grieve. Report, Facebook has a VIP program that basically allows celebrities to avoid moderation. Michael B. Jordan adapting Charlie Jane Anders' Victories Greater Than Death into an Amazon series. Colin Farrell's Batman villain might get his own HBO Max series. In Netflix's latest slasher film, The Killer Is You. Go update your iPhone, iPad, Mac, and Apple Watch right now. 2021's best photos of the microscopic world. Ethan Hawke is Batman in the animated Batwheels. What place in the world had the hottest and coolest temperatures today? According to ElDoradoWeather.com, the hottest place on Earth in the past 24 hours was Aulin in Algeria at 113.9 degrees Fahrenheit or 45.5 degrees Celsius. The coldest recorded weather temperature on Earth in the past 24 hours was Vostok in Antarctica at minus 95.44 degrees Fahrenheit or minus 70.8 degrees Celsius. The following headlines are from Ars Technica. Tension over boosters rises as FDA regulators quit and publicly blast Biden's plan. Little Big Trouble, Sony kills multiple games online service without notice. PHP maintains an enormous lead in server-side programming languages. Nikon Small World Microscopy Contest 2021, a few of our favorite images. New driver add performance boosting memory access feature to older AMD GPUs. Apple fixes security vulnerabilities in new versions of iOS, macOS, and watchOS. Leaked documents reveal the special rules Facebook uses for 5.8 MVIPs. Biden's FTC pick is a privacy champion who wants limits on facial recognition. Jeremy Renner passes down his bow in a fun, holiday-themed trailer for Hawkeye. Lit blog, all the news from Apple's California streaming event. The following headlines are from Raw Story. Doctor fears measles outbreak after Republican anti-vaccine advocacy leads to fewer childhood shots. Larry Elder ridiculed for time traveling to allege election fraud before the election is even over. Resident of Trump rally hosting Alabama City died after COVID surge left him without local hospital bed, MedNow. Pollster shows Biden winning Afghanistan debate, and most pro-war arguments are only marginally persuasive. Amy Coney Barrett was straight up trolling with warnings about judges being partisan hacks, MSNBC legal analyst. Lies and self-aggrandizement, CNN host crushes Trump for using 9/11 to spread more election falsehoods. Anti-vax activist dies from COVID-19, and he refused to admit he had the virus even after being hospitalized. I've reached my limit, Joy Reid unloads on Nicki Minaj for claims about COVID vaccine causing swollen testicles. A bunch of lies, CNN's Erin Burnett shreds Trump for preemptively declaring California recall rigged. Changing your mind about vaccines, people can do it, for a number of reasons. The next headlines are from Mother Jones. Bad bosses. I worked as a mail carrier. My boss accused me of malicious compliance. The nonprofit boss who had a special hatred for women of color. I worked at a prison. My boss stopped me to prove I wasn't injured. I did social media for a baseball team. My boss was worried I'd sleep with the players. There's a phrase we use about the bosses at the Bureau of Prisons: F up, move up. My boss at Google said I got too emotional about Trump's idea for a Muslim registry. I worked at a labor union. My bosses ran it like a cult. My boss in Silicon Valley thought it was okay to stick his hand down my pants. The strip club boss who said, dancers are like cockroaches, they're drawn to the sugar. The next items are today's top search results for extraterrestrial life. Quantitative evaluation of the feasibility of sampling the ice plumes at Enceladus for biomarkers of extraterrestrial life, pnas.org. The Science of Aliens, Part 5, How Would They Communicate, Air and Space Magazine. The following items are today's top search results for the term neuroplasticity. Comparative Genomics provides insights into the aquatic adaptations of mammals, pnas.org. NervGen Pharma announces results of annual general meeting of shareholders, marketscreener.com. ZNF 804AG NARS 1,344,706 Polymorphism and Brain Functions NDT, Dove Medical Press. Encode Ideas, LP announces the initiation of research coverage on NervGen Pharma Corporation, Stockhouse. The next items are the top results for news about longevity and immortality. DNA Explainer, Jeff Bezos to Elon Musk, How Billionaires Are Trying to Achieve Immortality, DNA India. Inside Superrich's quest to live forever with injected blood from teenagers, lab-grown organs, and Robot B, the U.S. Sun. We are nearing the end of this broadcast. This report is for Tuesday, September 14, 2021 in the GMT time zone. What cities are in that time zone? Well, Reykjavik, Iceland, for one. You might wonder if our server is in Reykjavik. It could be. The following is from the UFO Chronicles. Breaking, Congressional Bill for New UFO UAP Investigations Unit put on Union Calendar. The Vindication of Tom DeLonge. That's it for now. Thanks for enjoying today's newsfeed headlines. This, indeed, has been a No Views, daily automated podcast newscast for Tuesday, September 14, 2021. Bookmark us and tune in each day to our free automated podcast to find out what's going on, around, and, sometimes, light years, beyond the Earth. Fair use statement. News i8 is a US-based educational not-for-profit news site. We use only parts of content, in transformative ways and without market usurpation. This means you are still going to want to read the original if you are interested in it beyond the headline and any comments we make. We provide links to original sources wherever possible. If you have any copyright concern, please contact us via our About page for immediate remedy. Contact us, Zeno at XENOMAILS 2021 by News i8. All rights reserved.